Thank you for joining us on another episode on Dear Parents. Previously, we've been talking about parenting style, and in our last episode, we talked about authoritative parenting style. Today, we are going to be talking about authoritarian parenting style. Now, who is an authoritarian? Someone who teaches instructions. You must obey this rule, you must obey that rule, you must keep to this certain standard and principles, and failure to keep those principles, punishment for you. And so there are certain kind of parents who are authoritarian. You must every time they must do this, and eventually, unfortunately, it has affected a whole lot of children. Now, authoritarian parenting style is a kind of parenting such that this kind of parents give instructions, give rules that must be followed without maybe reasons, without helping a child to understand why he or she needs to do or engage in those instructions that was given. An authoritarian parent is usually over demanding. You want the child to obey strict rules, policies, and guidelines. This is serious. Eventually, this child may obey. Yes, the child may obey, definitely. But deep down, the child is not obeying. I had a story years ago. A, an adult told the child, sit down. The child said, I'm sitting down, but in my mind, I'm not sitting down. That's a clear example of an authoritarian effect of an authoritarian parenting. Physically, they may be obedient, but deep down, no. And so the effect of authoritarianism or authoritarian kind of parenting on the child is that this child may not be able to make and take decisions on their own. They may not be able to take decisions on their own. Why? Because they have been so used to being told what to do. Yes, this child may end up having low self-esteem. Their esteem may be so low that they don't believe in themselves. They believe that only what they are instructed to do, that's what they will do. And so it affects their relationship, it affects their day-to-day engagement in school, wherever they find themselves. You always notice them because I don't want my boss to get angry. I don't want this one to say this. I don't want to say, because they've been taught to follow simple rules. Do not ask questions. Just do what I say. And so, dear parents, if you're engaged in an authoritarian kind of parenting, maybe you should consider toning down, because on the long run, you're affecting the future of your dear child. Thank you for listening to this episode. See you in our next episode. Bye.